Today I'm going to be making easy and delicious Enchiladas Suizas. It's gonna be good. Okay, so to start my Enchiladas Suizas, I'm gonna start by making a green salsa. Here I have 1 pound of tomatillos. I have 2 large cloves of garlic, half of a small onion, and 1 large jalapeno. Okay, so now I'm going to saute my fresh ingredients to make the salsa. I'm gonna let that preheat. And I've already removed the husks and rinsed everything. So now I'm just going to saute for about 10 minutes. And you'll notice I left the skin on the garlic so it doesn't burn. Now that this is sauteed for 10 minutes, I'm going to puree. So I'm going to place everything in here. By the way, you'll want to take the skin off the garlic. I'm going to peel that off and just add it to the blender cup. So the next ingredients are sort of versatile and optional. For example, I'm going to add just a handful of fresh cilantro. You can skip that if you don't like cilantro. I'm not going to add tons of it, but I do like the flavor in this. Okay. I'm also going to add chicken bouillon powder. I'm adding 1 tablespoon, but if you don't like the MSG and chicken bouillon powder, you can find a substitute or just use salt to your preference or taste. I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of water, and I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of Mexican table cream. You could use heavy cream, you could use sour cream, you also could use cream cheese. This is what I'm going with today. I'm going to cover with the lid and I'm going to puree well. I'm going to taste for salt or seasoning. I'll probably add just a pinch of salt and it's done. Okay, so here I have at least a pound of shredded chicken. I started with almost 3 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, and I baked them in the oven. I basically just seasoned them front and back, placed them on a baking sheet, put them in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven until they were cooked through for about 50 minutes. And then I just removed the skin, shredded it, and I added some salt and pepper in the mix. I'm also going to be using warmed through corn tortillas. These are 14, and I pass these through hot grease just quickly to warm them through to make them soft and pliable. That makes it a lot easier for it to roll out. Here's my green creamy salsa that I already made, and I'll be using 12 ounces of Oaxaca cheese. Sometimes I use low moisture mozzarella. You could use Swiss cheese if you've got that, but this is what I'm using today. Before I start rolling my enchiladas, I'm going to mix just a little bit of this cheese, maybe 2 to 3 ounces or a cup, into the shredded meat. Give it a mix, and this is going to be the filling for the enchiladas. I'm going to start by pouring some of my salsa at the bottom of this 9 by 13 baking dish. Take a corn tortilla, and actually, I like things saucy, so I'm going to spread it out. And just add your filling to the tortilla. Clean hands, and just give it a tight roll. Seam side down, and just place it like that on your baking sheet. And repeat the process. I actually want these filled well. I think with a pound of meat and the cheese in the mix, I'll be able to get at least 12 to 14 of these. So now that all of my enchiladas are rolled out, I'm going to add a little bit of cheese. Now I'm going to pour over my creamy green salsa and top with the rest of the cheese. Here I'm just going to cover with aluminum foil, and I'm going to bake this in the preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit until the cheese is melty. It's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes. Once the enchiladas are baked and the cheese is melty, I like to serve right out of the oven. You can also garnish with more Mexican crema, sour cream, or fresh cilantro or scallions. It all works, and it's so good. I'm digging in. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching!